today's Inspired Young Latina video podcast series. With the book launch coming up this December 12th, we have created this platform for you to get to know the authors in a more personal level and also to inspire other young Latinas to share their story and to lift up their voices. At the same time, with this platform, we would like to set an example for the upcoming generations. We need to empower them and remind them that they are more capable than they think. Today, I'm with Daniela Limon. ¿Cómo estás, Daniela?
Nice, Samantha. Thank you.
Yeah, gracias. Well, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm actually a senior at Dominican University. I'm studying nutrition and dietetics. Hoping to graduate in December 2020, so it's coming up soon. I'm very excited for it.
Yes.
I'm also a catechist at church, so I do help out every Saturday, and I try to be, as involved as I can with it. In my free time, I love to run, I love to paint, draw, so that's one of my favorite hobbies to do.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, we always need creative things around us,
Yes.
I feel. How did you hear about Young Latina Talks and what inspired you to be part of this movement? Because we know that our book, Today's Inspired Young Latina, came about the Young Latina Talks. So tell us, how did you find out about it?
Yes, I actually was involved in the mentorship program, the Fig Factor Foundation. Shout out to Beatriz Cantu, she was my mentor. And through there, I met Gabby, who was working with this project, and she invited me to become a part of it. And I did not hesitate to say yes. It was a very unique opportunity for me.
That's great. How beneficial was for you to find this platform to lift up your voice?
I think it was a very unique experience, like I mentioned, with everything that we see in the news, in social media. I always felt this need to just speak up and say something so other youth could also feel like they're being heard and that they're not alone. We all go through different struggles, and we just have to really take the time to listen to each other, to listen to our stories in order for us to connect more.
What does it mean to you to be a young Latina?
Young Latina for me is to be creative, to embrace my culture, my language, and to feel empowered. I grew up with really strong women, Latina women, including my mom, my tias, my abuelita, and I'm just very inspired by them, and just to see everything that they've accomplished, even if they had no education, that's not something that stops you from achieving your dreams.
Of course. Well, congratulations. In a few days, you will become a published Latina author. Did you ever think that you were going to become an author one day?
I will tell you that I always dreamed that I would be an author. Not anytime soon, but I was hoping that it would happen sometime in the future. And just being able to be part of this project with amazing young Latinas like yourself is just very a true blessing for me.
Yeah, well, they said if you dream it, you can do it, right?
Right.
If you dream it, you can do it. Something like that, but you probably planted that seed in you, and then, it's getting fruits now, so that's amazing. What does it mean to you to be able to have your story on paper, like on a book?
It's for me, it's a way to live a small legacy, not only for other generations, but also just for people right now in the present, so they can learn more about what young Latinas struggle with. Like I mentioned, everyone has their own struggles, but we all have the same passion to reach our dreams, and I was just really happy to become a part of it.
Great. Share with us some of your future goals and how do you plan to make them happen?
Well, like I mentioned, I'm looking forward to graduation. It's been taking me a long time to finish school, but I'm very happy that I'm completing this phase in my life. And as soon as I'm done with that, of course, get a full-time job. I'm very excited to start working full-time. And just being able to work in the public health sector and helping communities who might not be receiving the services that they need, such as in nutrition, I'm studying nutrition, and then just health services.
Yeah, that's great. And don't worry about taking too long. My mom always says, la escuela nunca se va a ir. Like, school is never going to leave. So we all have our own timing.
Yes.
So that's really important.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Daniela, for, sharing a little bit about yourself, for sharing this experience with us. But before we end, what consejo, what advice would you give other young Latinas?
I would like to tell young Latinas that they should just trust their abilities, trust their gifts and talents. Sometimes, I can tell you that many times that I've stopped myself from just like going towards a dream that I wanted to, just because I didn't think I was good enough or smart enough. And my point is that sometimes we limit ourselves, and instead of doing that, just trust that you have what it takes to become who you want to be.
Exactly. What a beautiful message. Thank you, Daniela.
Thank you,
Well,
Samantha.
thank you so much for listening to us. We hope that you read our book. Daniela's story is going to be in one chapter, so make sure you read it, you listen to other episodes, and we'll see you next. Thank you.
Thank you.